station with the latest news
and the biggest hits.
Vaquero Radio,
the Valley's student station.
That's the English band 10cc with the song I'm Not in Love here on Vaquero Radio. Good morning, Vaqueros. It is Friday, April 23rd and 10:05 a.m. You're listening to DJ Doc V. This is Office Hours. Thanks for stopping in this morning. I've got some great tunes coming at you this hour, including some Rush. We've got some Cranberries. And a little bit later in the show, The Tubes. That's that old 1970s, 1980s new age, punk, I don't know what to really call it. I'll let you decide when we listen to that a little bit later. It's 79 degrees in the Edinburgh area here on the beautiful UTRGV campus. A little overcast this morning. Got some rain out there. My lawn was loving that, I'll tell you that much. And we'll also be doing around the bottom of the hour, This Day in History. And I've got a poem that I've picked out for you this morning. And we might even do two poems, in fact. I'm thinking about sharing with you guys one of the poems from the UTRGV Gallery Magazine 2020. That's content that is produced by our student media department here at UTRGV. And the Gallery Magazine includes student creative work, including short stories, art, and poetry as well. So since it is Vaquero Radio and you're tuned in, how about we do a poem from Gallery Magazine this morning? Thanks again for tuning in. Right now, let's go to the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Only on Vaquero Radio. This is the Valley's student station. Thanks for tuning in to Office Hours. Stick with me for the next hour or so. Got some great music coming at you, Vaqueros. Linger by the Irish alternative rock band The Cranberries here on Vaquero Radio was released from their debut studio album, Everybody Else Is Doing It, So Why Can't We? That's 1993, composed by band members Dolores O'Riordan and Noel Hogan and produced by Stephen Street. Linger was first released as the second and final single from the album on 23 February 1993 by Island Records, later re-released worldwide on 17 February 1994. Good morning, Vaqueros. This is DJ Doc V. You're listening to Office Hours on Vaquero Radio. Before the Cranberries, we heard Africa by Toto. We started off that set with the Yeah Yeah Yeahs and the song Maps. You know how I know that song? It's on one of the Rock Band games, you know, the video game Rock Band with the guitar and the drums. I play a little guitar. I never thought that I'd enjoy Rock Band. I thought it'd be really artificial. It's awesome. Rock Band is awesome. You ever play that one? Yeah. Oh man. Guitar Hero too. Yeah, Guitar Hero. I think I like the controller in Rock Band a little bit better. But I thought I wouldn't like it, and I was in Best Buy one night. And I saw they had it queued up there, and someone was playing it. And I was just looking at it, I'm like, oh, maybe I should try it. I was there for 45 minutes. They had to kick me out. Like, okay, let the kids get some time. Old man. Yeah, so, yes. Good morning, Vaqueros. It is 10:21 on Friday, April the 23rd. This is DJ Doc V. How about a little Beautiful South here on Vaquero Radio, only on Vaquero Radio, the Valley's student station. That's Rush from the Signals LP with Subdivisions. That's right, Rush. Love that band. Love that band completely. The first band I ever saw live, that would have been September 30th, 1984, in Uniondale, New York, the Nassau Coliseum. It was Rush, and the opening band was Helix. Yes, Helix. What a great show. Just wonderful. I'm a huge Rush fan. Grace Under Pressure was the tour, and boy, what a great show they put on. Really great show. So that's Rush. Good morning, Vaqueros. This is DJ Doc V. I'm with you for about another 30 minutes, and as we do every Friday morning, let's talk a little bit about what happened today in history. According to tradition, the great English dramatist and poet William Shakespeare, born in Stratford-upon-Avon on April 23rd, 1564, It's hard to know for sure if that's the exact date he was born, but apparently church records indicate that he was baptized on April 26th, which is 3 days after, normally it was 3 days after the birth of the child before the baptism. So, but he did die also he died on April 23rd on 1616. He was 52 years old at the time. Other things happening today in history. The poet-soldier Rupert Brooke dies in Greece on April 23rd, 1915. Rupert Brooke, a young scholar and poet serving as an officer in the British Royal Navy, dies of blood poisoning on a hospital ship anchored off the Greek island of Skyros while awaiting deployment in the Allied invasion of the Gallipoli Peninsula. Also, 1791, future President James Buchanan is born in Cove Gap near Mercersburg, Pennsylvania, April 23, 1791. Remembered mostly for his administration's corruption and his failure to solve the country's crisis over slavery. James Buchanan, born this date in 1791. And in 1961, Judy Garland plays Carnegie Hall. She was one of the biggest and most popular movie stars at the time, making her first film appearance at the age of 7 and earning the first of 3 Oscar nominations at 17 for her starring role in what may be the best-loved American movie of all time, The Wizard of Oz, of course. That's Judy Garland. This day in 1961 plays Carnegie Hall. Good morning, Vaqueros. 79 degrees here in the beautiful Rio Grande Valley on the UTRGV Edinburgh campus. A little overcast. Looks like we might be getting a little bit more rain today. It's been off and on so far today, but hey, we could use it. We could really use the rain. My lawn will be loving it. So before Rush, you heard Squeeze with Hourglass, and we started that off with The Beautiful South, Rotterdam, or Anywhere is the name of that tune. Back in 2008, I was able to visit Rotterdam. Great city. Had a wonderful meal at a Greek restaurant. Just fantastic. So Rotterdam by The Beautiful South. A few more songs coming at you. Another one of my favorite bands coming up next. This here is Pink Floyd with Have a Cigar, only on Vaquero Radio, the Valley's student station. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds with Love Letter from the No More Shall We Part LP. Before that, you heard the Morphine with All Your Way from the Yes album. And we started that set off with Pink Floyd, the Wish You Were Here album, and Have a Cigar. The little trivia for you, the name Pink Floyd derived from the given names of 2 blues musicians who Piedmont Blues Records' Syd Barrett, one of the founding members of Pink Floyd, had in his collection. Pink Anderson and Floyd Council. That's the origins of the band name, Pink Floyd. Syd Barrett, of course, only performing on one of the band's records, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. That was their debut album back in 1966, I believe it was. He played a little bit on their second album, Saucerful of Secrets, but soon after that was essentially booted from the band for, shall we say, erratic behavior, probably spurred on by substance abuse. I mean, we're adults here, right? It's the truth. So good morning, Vaqueros. It is 10:50. Here in the beautiful Edinburgh studio, 79 degrees and overcast skies in Edinburgh. You're listening to Vaquero Radio. I'm DJ Doc V. Got about another 10 minutes for you. But as always, we like to do a poem. I like to read a poem for you here during office hours. We're going to do something a little bit different this week. I grabbed a copy of the 2020 edition of the UTRGV publication Gallery. This is student art, student literature. There's comics in it. There's pictures. There's stories, short stories, and poems. So I decided for the poem this week, we're going to read a poem entitled Hot Water by Amanda Garza. This is Hot Water by Amanda Garza from the Gallery 2020 edition of the magazine. I like to shower in hot water. Water so hot, goosebumps burst on my skin. The water coats my body in satin. Shivers of ecstasy make my toes curl on the plastic. I like to pretend the heat is the one purifying my sins, that the hotter I set it, the more impurities burn off me, as if I'm standing in the fifth circle of hell. The hands of the wrathful clawing into me. The hot water is a comfort as it trickles down the curve of my back, leaves my flesh craving for more relief, more purification, more warmth. I have to shower in hot water to punish me, yet pleasure me, yet soothe me, yet free me. That's a poem called Hot Water by Amanda Garza in the Gallery 2020 edition of the UTRGV student-produced magazine. Pick it up if you find your way to campus. There's some copies of Gallery lying around. I think we're expecting the 2021 edition very soon. It's 10:52 here on office hours. Got a few more minutes with you. Thanks for tuning in, Vaqueros. This is DJ Doc V, and next week, by the way, is the last last office hours show of the spring 2021 semester. So make sure you tune in next week so that you can catch the last edition of Office Hours. I'm DJ Doc V. We've got a little bit more time with you here on Vaquero Radio.
The station with the latest news
and the biggest hits.
Vaquero Radio,
The Valley's student station.